And now, the return of Marco and Jeets.
God help us all.
X1075.
Jeets and I were at a bar the other day. Breaking news.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. But we were talking about, remember we were talking about this tiny house movement?
Yes.
Like literally living in like a 300, 400 square foot house that's on wheels. And if you watch like Nat Geo's got some specials, HGTV's got some specials of these tiny house movement shows.
Yes.
Would you ever consider?
I don't think I could. Little too cramped for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you're on like 2 or 3 acres of land. There's trees. It's private. You know, you don't have to deal with people.
yeah, I mean, some of them on some of these specials, I think HGTV, like you said, it like has a series about tiny houses, and some of them are like super pimped out.
Yeah,
so
no,
even though they're
very nice.
tiny, but they are bad as hell.
Yeah. No. I watch a lot of these shows, and I go, man, these are great. Some of these houses only cost $20,000. You know, some of them are like 50, but there's between 20 and 50, $60,000. And I'm wondering if there's anybody listening now that has seriously considered just saying, forget it, decluttering your life. And because that's kind of the big
That's the
pro.
selling point. Yeah.
So you don't have all this stuff because we live with all this crap and there's so much stuff and it just makes you feel like you're just tied down. But who out there really is considering moving to a tiny house, buying one of these things? Another great thing is you can travel all around the country. So you can go and live, like when it's really cold in the Northeast in the winter, then you can like move down to the Southeast.
Right.
And then you can move up into the Midwest when it's nice in the spring and kind of go all around the country.
Well, some of those. Some are actually built into the lot. And even though they
some
have the
of them,
wheel,
Yeah, some of them. But I think like if you're a real tiny houser, you got to have the wheels and you got to cruise around the country.
See, my problem is, like you said, it's all about downsizing, and I don't need the stuff, but it's also sold as like, well, we don't want to be stuck in our house. We want to go do stuff and explore, where I'm a bit of a couch potato after 5. So I like to really kick it in my house.
But you got a house. It's just small.
I like to sprawl, dog.
I'm reading about this. I'm on a bunch of websites. And so a lot of this started obviously in 2008 when the financial crisis kicked in and our economy's just been crap ever since. And I don't know that we're ever going to figure out how to get the economy the way it was. Probably never. It's just so bad. But a lot of people, especially younger people at that time, said, you know what, forget it. We'll go invest in one of these tiny houses and we won't be stuck with, $3,000 mortgages. And then that comes with that, the heating bills, the water bills, the utilities, the air conditioning. I mean, it's just on and on and on.
What do you think the mortgage on that? Do you think it's a 30-year loan on that?
No,
you buy a $25,000 house, your mortgage payment's like $12 a month.
I think a lot of people pay cash. I think
right.
Yeah.
But like if you were to do a mortgage on a tiny house, is it 30 years? It can't be, right?
What is that, like an FHA on a 30-year for a tiny house? How do real estate agents make money on that? I mean, how would that even
be? I made $6 in commission.
$6, yeah. It's can't even buy a donut. 702-791-1075. Would you ever consider the tiny house movement? Or maybe you've done it or are seriously considering it. And would it work for you? I love this idea. I love the idea of being mobile, of being able to live on like a lot of land, not having to deal with people right next door, and being able to say, you know what? I want to go to this place, which is 1,000 miles away, and try out living there. And I want to go here, and I want to go there. I kind of like not having the whole, you're stuck on this plot of land for the rest of your life.
Right.
And you bring up a good point for a house, right? You buy a house, let's just say for, I don't know, $225,000, okay? Well, once you kick in the fees and everything like that, you didn't buy a house for $225,000. You bought a house for $480,000.
Right.
Or whatever, your interest rate is. So I like how it's like one of these small houses, this is what you pay cash, and that's it. You don't have that bill anymore. I like the freedom. And 5, 6, 7 years ago, I would never have said that. I'd be like, no, I want a big house. I want a pool. I want this. I want that. But now I'm like, no. I want to be adventurous. I want to drive around. I want to eat different food. I want to drink different,
How often do you think you'd move if you pulled the trigger on a tiny house?
4 times a year.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be a seasonal guy.
On a rotation, or you would be 4 more places the following year?
Oh, yeah. No. I'd go to different places every year. I go 4 times a year. I'd stay 3 months, like in a season. I'd say for the fall, I'm living here. For the winter, I'm living there.
Yeah, you can knock out all 50 states real quick.
Tell you,
Like,
meet a lot of chicks, eat a lot of great food, drink a
Yeah.
lot of good booze, and just think about all the stories you've had. I mean, that's like a real life adventure. Remember Oregon Trail back in the day? You play
Yeah.
that? Yeah, man.
well, not to mention if you pay off the tiny house in cash or get a good deal on it or a great payment plan, you have no mortgage, nothing to worry about. I mean,
Right.
all that extra money. I mean, you could basically have a minimum wage job and own a house.
A lot of people I was reading, and I'm on this website now, a lot of these people become bloggers, and they're making money blogging their experiences all throughout the country of living in the tiny homes. So
Does that come with the tiny house, an instant pipeline to a
a
blogging
blog?
career?
No, I think you got to kind of create it on your
Oh,
own.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Here are your keys, and here's your new blogging career.
Andrea,
Yes.
hey, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
What do you got?
We are actually in the market to buy a old bus to turn into a home, and we moved here from Key West, Florida.
Hey, Andrea,
Oh, wait a
she's
second.
just
hold
been eaten by a fire engine.
It came right up on me. Didn't know what direction he was going.
You don't have
Sorry
any.
about that.
You don't have any warrants, do you?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Anyways, we moved here from Key West, Florida, where we lived on a 45-foot houseboat. So we like the smaller living, and it's more economical, especially when you go solar. You can get a compost toilet. You can carry all the water, everything you need, and you can pull into any campsite anywhere. And our goal is to eventually fix up a bus and go around and sell my artwork. I'm an artist, so we'll go do all the art fairs. We'll do the West Coast, and then we'll do the East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah. You're an adventurer. I love that.
Yes, it's actually very exciting. I've been looking at the buses. You can get a bus for about $2,500, and then after you buy all the like the propane stove, propane fridge, and it'd probably be about another $5,000 for all the product that you put into it. And under $10,000, you got access to go anywhere, and you get a bus. And my old man's a mechanic. You got nothing to worry about.
Boom. You know what? If I got a bus, I don't want one of those stop signs on the school buses just to mess with people.
Yeah. It's like you put a big smiley face or something on it.
Jeets, it'd be like this. We'll do the Marco and Jeets tiny house radio show, and we'll go all around the country, and we'll do radio shows in different.
We'll have a little radio tower on top of it.
Yeah.
And we'll have pirate radio
just
signals.
Drive around and just do the Marco and Jeets tiny house radio show, and we just drive around in our tiny house and do. No,
Hey, I got to ask, you said you were on a houseboat. How is that? I mean, is it stable, or are you rocking around all the time?
Well, we were at the dock for a while, and at the dock it was great, except for when the storms came. We had a hurricane come through. I think it was Hurricane Isaac from Love Boat. And I couldn't be on the houseboat for a while because every time the boat pulled, I got all nervous until I drank a bottle of rum, and then I was able to get on the boat.
Oh, it's like you're a pirate.
Jesus.
Yeah. I come from Key West. I was, very much a pirate.
And then and then you and your old man get a little excited after that rum, and then it's moving all around.
Yeah, the boat's definitely rocking. It's better than a waterbed.
Oh,
But
jeez.
I lived out on the Hook, which is out in the mooring. They call it out on the Hook. And I had a 35-foot sailboat. And when the waves came through and it was rough, man, it threw you right out of bed.
Man, Andrea, I'm telling you, this is my kind of chick. You're an adventure. I love houseboats. I like these tiny houses. I want to do adventuresome stuff.
Hold on,
Jeets,
Andrea.
just say you're in now.
All right, I'm in. Sign me up. Hold on, though. I got to ask her. You lived on a houseboat and had a waterbed?
No. I didn't have a waterbed on the houseboat.
I thought you said that.
No, it's better than a waterbed.
Oh, it's better than a waterbed.
Got it.
Better than a waterbed. See, if you're on a houseboat and there's water in there, you got problems.
Yeah, I couldn't do the waterbed on the houseboat, which is on the water.
Actually, if you were on a waterbed on the houseboat and the houseboat was moving, you probably wouldn't notice it.
Yeah, but it's just.
I mean, I'm one step away from becoming a fish.
Yeah, you're like a
I'm
mermaid.
like living in a fishbowl, you know?
You're taking aquatic to another level. It's too much.
Yeah, but it would be much better if you had a glass bottom, living room floor. That would be
I like
really
that.
cool.
No, I would be on that. Andrea, thank you.
Carpet come through. You're welcome.
Thank you for the call. Good luck on the bus and getting everything done. Okay.
Oh, thanks. You have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
I just love that. I mean, that's like some bravery there. That's some courage right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You look at this shit. Get a bus for $2,500. You redo the thing. You drive all around. You could do whatever you want. You could be a blogger. You could sell things at different. You could do what an adventure. You would not do it.
You get the blogging career with the bus too.
You could be a foodie. Listen, you could be a foodie blogger and have food from all over the place.
Yeah.
And have, you know what I mean? That could be your whole thing. I'm traveling all over the country in this tiny house to eat every kind of food in America. You don't like it? How about this? I'm going to go to every sports stadium in North America.
I'm in.
See?
Let's go.
There's a niche for everything. I really like this tiny house movement. I really do. It fascinates me, and I think more people should take advantage of it, especially if you're young and you're single.